Hello YouTube, and here's a YouTube exclusive, getting a bonus league here. Yeah, an entire bonus league. We might have needed it. If you've already checked it out, go check out our Black Prison list. That's what we ended up playing just a little while ago, getting that in here for you all on New Year's. But it wasn't as explosive, perhaps. Fireworks, celebration, proper New Year. This is Red, White, Lockout. We're gonna boom, we're gonna bust, we're gonna cleanse out 2020. We'll start 2021 right. Red, White, Lockout, Deck Tech, and League next. See you there. Red, White, Lockout here in Modern, and this will be the Fluffy Special, or really Planeswalkers and Bridge. Now, if you're familiar with Ice9 or some of the other Red, White, Lockout Discord community members, you'll notice at times they'll play Suppression Field, and although Suppression Field is definitely an excellent card, we like to give it a little more of a punch with things like Karn the Great Creator and Chandra, Torch of Defiance. Now we're going for the full Lockout and the full Prison with the Karn package, bringing in things like Liquid Metal Coating. But instead of playing 4 Karns, no, we're going to spice it up a little bit. We've got Chandra, Heart of Fire as a one-of at the top end to help us finish this game. And we have Anjani here as well. Notably, we also have a few creatures in Season Pyromancer. Now, notably missing from this list is Blood Moon, but if you're familiar with this list, it does not care about being Blood Moon. It cares that my opponent has no lands. So that'll be the plan here. We pillage them, we stone rain them, we might even Cleansing Wildfire to ramp ourselves off Cascading Cataracts or Flagstones. And just to spice it up a little bit, we've got a boat to sail into 2021, and we've got the captain, the pilgrim, at the helm. This is Red, White, Lockout here, 2020, jumping into 2021, going out with a bang. Let's win some matches. We'll see you in the league. Red, White, Lockout. Here we go. This is going to be a little bit of a surprise because of the time at which it comes out for everyone here. It'll be centered around the Eastern Central Time, probably New Year's. So with that, if your New Year's has already happened, welcome to 2021. And if it hasn't, you're almost there. This is going to be our rendition of Red, White, Lockout, one of the more popular Red, White, Lockout lists on our channel for 2020, and felt appropriate for a revisit. In tonight's streams, which you may see a little bit later, we're planning to do, obviously, some Red Prison, maybe even a little bit of Vesper Lark, but who knows, maybe we'll just play some Blue-Black Titan anyway, and just forget about Red in totality. What? You like red decks? Let me know if you prefer red or non-red decks. Let's play our match. Let's go first. Come on. No. No. Opponent gets to go first. Well, we have Stone Rains. We have Pillages. That is what our list does. Nothing at 2, but that's okay. Uh-oh. Whoa. Iron Crags and Blood Moons and Serums and... well, I'll keep this. My opponent's trying to go out with a bang as well. Leyline. That doesn't do anything. Let's get going. Our opponent is some variation of Charbelcher, meaning Cleansing Wildfires will be super nice. Let's go ahead. We do have an Arid Mace, so we have a few fetches. We're going to put this Sacred Foundry into play untapped, so I have Cleansing Wildfire available. Sorry, Mana Tithe. Not Cleansing Wildfire. Ignore us. All right. Looking good so far here. Opponent doesn't do anything. Oust is a totally dead card. Let's go ahead and do an Arid Mesa past the turn. We may wait so that we have Mana Tithe before doing Stone Rain or Pillage. We'll see how far my opponent goes in on maybe an Iron Crag. Maybe we can get the Iron Crag, make them pay for it a little bit. Maybe. Let's fetch with Arid Mesa here. Sacred Foundry, no worries so far. I don't really want to show them what I am just yet. We'll make this as secret as possible for as long as possible. It would be great to see Charbelcher here and just pillage the Charbelcher. We'll see though. My opponent has a lot of mana here. There's Charbelcher. We could Mana Tithe this. Should we? I don't feel like we need to. We're just going to pillage that away. This is what we are doing. Goodbye, Charbelcher. Goodbye. Waiting for that force of, or not the force, for that Pact of Negation, Mana Tithe. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, hopefully they don't have another one. Got one of them. Did they get one of them here? No. All right, we've taken care of Charbelcher. My opponent has another Charbelcher. We need another pillage off the top. Seagate. I'm surprised they didn't play around the Mana Tithe. Well, my opponent's got the Charbelcher here. That didn't work out for us at all. Didn't work out for us at all, unfortunately. Well, we have the Mana Tithe if they don't want to blow us up here. We'll allow them to do this so we can double check what else they've got going on. My opponent is an oops, all Charbelchers list here. We have Karn, we have Pillage, we have Stone Rains. We'll get it in the next match. Next game. Double checking here. Couple Pact of Negations, and they're pretty much all in on the Charbelcher. All right. All in on Charbelcher, huh, opponent? We can bring Spyglass in here. We can take out an Oust. We can bring in one Trinisphere and take out the other Oust. We really don't have too much here. We've got some Helixes that would be super nice. There really isn't a whole lot else. I suppose I could get another Trinisphere in for a Helix, just because this could slow them down a little bit. Don't really need to worry too much because Karn's going to take care of the Charbelcher. Now we're well suited for this. I suppose I could take a bridge out for the Helix. We're well suited for what we have going on here, so we're going to hope that we find the right cards here and don't get completely knocked on our back here. That's the hope. We'll definitely play first here. So I'm going to keep this. I have two Karns here. My opponent doesn't have basics necessarily. So these Cleansing Wildfires might be Stone Rains. We'll see. We'll see. Drawing cards here is good for us as well. All right, we have a Mana Tithe. Not ready to do that. Let's Cleansing Wildfire. Let's see if they brought in that basic sometimes they have from the sideboard. And they did. They did. Genius plays. All right, let's hope they can't kill me. Another Spike. Land? Boom Bust, huh? Boom Bust, huh? Let's see how many lands of basics they have. Cleansing Wildfire number 2. They don't have a follow-up. Having the Boom Bust here plus Mana Tithe looks really strong. Really strong. Let's see if we can get there. Turn Timber, sideways. Trinisphere is not bad. We're not quite ready to do that, I think. We'll Boom Bust here. It helps to pay with red mana. Boom Bust, get out of here. Leaving ourselves with a Mana Tithe open. This is what we're meant to be doing. All right, next up. If they miss a land drop, we'll definitely throw Trinisphere down. Every time they have a land drop, though, we're going to blow up something. Land for us? We hit the land, means I can now Stone Rain. Stone Rain. Leaving ourselves a Mana Tithe open. Goodbye, land. What's next, opponent? My opponent does not have another land here. I think I actually just kind of want to continue on with the Boom Busts here. If my opponent has no lands, then the Trinisphere will be super good. My opponent bolts me. Thanks. Thanks. Thank you. Okay, now what? Did you find a land? They found a land. This is horrible. This is horrible. I'm not gonna go shields down just yet. Let's put Trinisphere down. Let's not go shields down just yet. Let's make things hard for them. Nice. We'll just now slap down a Karn pretty easily here. Because they can't pay twice in a row. We'll go get a liquid metal coating. This game will be locked out. That's what we're here for. Red-white lockout, locking out our opponents. I expect to concede here briefly. Simian Spirit Guide. Need a little more than that, opponent. You can't ritual right now. Nice, we hit a land as well. 1, 2, 3 here, liquid metal coating. Get rid of the Seagate and pass the turn. There we go. Opponent concedes because they can't play Magic. That's what we like. Any changes here? I can't imagine there's going to be any. I liked my Mana Ties, need those Cleansing Wildfires and Boom Busts. We did confirm my opponent has a basic mountain, and that is it. So with that, let's get going. Spyglass is nice here. We're going to keep. Turn 2 Spyglass is about as fast as I can go to prevent a Charbelcher from killing us. My opponent's kept the ley lines in every single time. We don't care about the ley lines, ladies and gentlemen. They're just dead cards. Tap land for my opponent. We'll put our own tap land in here, pass the turn. This does signal that I have no Mana Tithe. That's fine by me. We've been really, really rude to our opponent. Extra tap land here. Now we know Cleansing Wildfire is not as brutal here, so let's do Spyglass instead. And see if Spyglass can just name Goblin Charbelcher and finish this game up. What a hand. What a hand. Goblin Charbelcher. Alright. Looks like a lot more is here. Basically, I just get rid of the ones that don't look like the lands. That way we're good to go. But basically, 3 lands and Charbelcher. 3 lands, Charbelcher. We're about to do our own Stone Rain against them. I probably won't play Trinisphere until we're good to go. Shatterskull. Charbelcher and a Simian Spirit Guide. In this case here, I'm going to go ahead and pillage the Charbelcher away. That way they don't accidentally get rid of the Spyglass and get to activate Charbelcher. Doesn't kill a land, but I'm not too worried. We need to find one of 3 more Charbelchers and a way to get rid of Spyglass. Good luck, opponent. Plays the turn Timber in. The other thing I can do here is I can Cleansing Wildfire myself. I think I want to do this because I know it just gives them a land. I don't need that. We'll go get, what? Mountain. Drew a mountain. Get a sacred, no, get a plains, why not? Put down a new flagstones and just pass the turn here. This will get us closer to having something that can win. Now my opponent is good to go here. They've got themselves protected, so we'll have to find another way to win this game. Simian Spirit Guide, completely fine with us here. It will be time to probably go after some lands. So 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and Stone Rain the green mana. We're doing this so that the Mana Tithe is valuable. I don't want them to just put a Charbelcher in and not have a way to interact with it and then risk losing our Spyglass. We're going to make sure we're not yielding as well for the Mana Tithe. Plays another land down. I don't believe they've played this Spike yet. Serum Powder. Not going to Mana Tithe that. Although Mana Tithe is getting worse and worse. I believe they still have this Spike field. I don't think they've played that yet. Play Chandra down. Now this Chandra doesn't kill them because of the ley line. We have to find the other Chandras. We're in a good spot though against Charbelcher. Charbelcher taken care of due to Spyglass. Mana Tithe to protect some things as well. We're going to begin Stone Raining, or my opponent's just going to give up. And that's what Red-White Lockout does. Going out here with a bang. Let's go to our next match. I think we have that one locked up. Match 1, down and out. Match 2 coming up. Get hyped. Nice, quick, taking down the crazy all-in strategy with just a little bit of land destruction. Pillage coming in clutch there. Let's get to match 2 and our opponent. Who's found us? Let's lock them out. All right, opening hand here. This hand's actually pretty poor. Got a couple helixes. It'd be great if I knew if my opponent was going to be playing creatures. I don't, and we have our top end here, which we don't really like. Let's go ahead and mulligan this and look for something more interesting. Oh, this hand can do. We'll keep this. It has the removal and Seasoned Pyromancer in this bridge again. And depending on whatever my opponent does, we can definitely get maybe the Seasoned Pyromancer down in a little bit. Now, we don't have the ability to cast this just yet. But we'll see. We'll see. Opponent's got the Bauble, Inquisition, Watery Grave here, and gets to see what we are doing. I imagine Bridge might be taken here because at the current time, you can tell that I have no way to cast Seasoned Pyromancer. We'll see, though. Maybe they care about this oust for some reason. Seasoned Pyromancer hits the bin. Totally fine by us. Bauble, just to see what else we're drawing. Got a Sunbaked Canyon here. We'll pass the turn. We can immediately crack this Arid Mesa as well. Opponent draws an extra card here. Not entirely sure what we're playing against just yet. Watery Grave and Bauble and Inquisition aren't always indicators of something specific. Verdant Catacombs for our opponent, though. And no follow-up. I'm going to not crack this because Skyclave is really annoying. I really despise Skyclave, so we're just gonna hang tight here. We don't need to do anything. Allow my opponent to play Magic. We're just sitting here ready and getting ready to destroy all their lands. We're at least Sultai colors here, and we have Fetched and Shocked in. We're Street Wraithing as well. So we've got probably a 4-color Death Shadow list now. Grizzly Salvage. Go on. Fatal Island Thoughtseize Angler. They put what appears to be Angler into hand. Seems good. Seems decent. Seems like that could turn on Stubborn Denial. That's rough. We might have to fetch now. Not worry about Skyclave so much. We're about to have a fish smack us in the face. Polluted Delta played for our opponent and cracking this. Down to 12. It'd be super funny if they tap out of all their blue, play Death Shadow, and Gurmag Angler, and we oust them. Breeding Pool shocks in, down to 10. 2 mana playing Gurmag Angler, it looks like. Leaving themselves up Stubborn Denial. So yeah, we have kind of like an older version of Death Shadow here, although Grizzly Salvage is a strange one. Go ahead and go fetch him. Sacred Foundry, looking good. We also have some chump blockers down here in Seasoned Pyromancer someday. There's a Boom Bust. This is very interesting. I can Boom Bust and oust this. This is super nice. Let's do that. So yeah, we have to do it this way. As much as I'd like to get more red, we have to Boom Bust this way because I can't float and then do the next phase because I'd be floating my white mana for oust. All right, that just resolves. Goodbye, Gurmag Angler. Do they have a force? They don't have anything. Go. It looks good. There you have it. Gurmag Angler taken care of. We'll have the 1 mana for Stubborn Denial as well. Blood Crypt here. Shocks this in. That would only mean they have a 2/2 Death Shadow. 1/1 Skyclave. Huh. Do we have another fish? Ooh, 3 mana. Hold on. We redrew fish? We aren't that far down yet. This puts it into the top 2nd. Well, let's just play a bridge and pass turn. Now my opponent has to get through a bridge, and I have a Cleansing Wildfire. Not sure I want to take them off of anything specific, although I could go after the Breeding Pool. Might be worth a redraw. Just trying to go after the Breeding Pool to take them off of the blue. They're probably playing at least Swamp and Island. Blood Crypt tapped here. Hopefully not K command. Abrupt Decays. Does not leave themselves blue open, which is good for us. We'll bridge and then Cleansing Wildfire, hopefully. They don't know about the second bridge. Plays a Polluted Delta. Well, we have 1 card left. I think we slam bridge and hope it's not Stubborn Denial. Yeah. We just go for this. If they have it, they have it. It's literally the last card. Uh-oh. Fetch. No shock. Bridge lands. Go ahead, opponent. Alright. Very green-black heavy version. And I've said Death Shadow. It may not be. Thoughtseize. Take Seasoned Pyromancer. I'll have just Cleansing Wildfire here. I might just try to strip them off of red. See if they actually have another red source. 3 mana. We have another fish. Because they drew their fish. Double fish. Double fish. I think we could have figured that out earlier. Okay. Let's Cleansing away the red source. I'm a bit afraid of Teamer Battle Rage. So goodbye. This does not ramp me, which is okay. We have a mountain that I drew. And we'll just pass. See if my opponent draws anything of value. Verdant Catacombs is definitely not that. They also don't have red currently, which is nice for us. We'll take our turn back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Let's take a redraw here. Stone Rain, huh? Well, let's go ahead and boom, bust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? Let's go ahead and Stone Rain some of this blue mana here. I could boom, bust, and keep some of my lands. It would make it hard for the Seasoned Pyromancers to be played, though. We'll see if we top deck a land. We'll see if my opponent has just like a creature or something here. Tarmogoyf, okay. Top deck a Cleansing Wildfire. Well, I think we'll just continue to go after their lands here. Take down an Overgrown Tomb this time, maybe even boom bust the Breeding Pool. Can't imagine they have too many more lands of basic value. Let's go ahead and boom bust as well, getting rid of all the blue. Anjani is a win condition. The cat. Up, Inquisition. Guess you're gonna get Anjani'd. The cat is here. Will the cat take us to victory? I think it will. That's a concession. Nice. Whew. All right. Pretty well suited for this one. They are 4 colors. I'm going to do Boils. I'm also going to do some Wraths. I may even look at these Rest in Peace. What do we not like here? What do we not like? I'll be interested to see if they're playing Skyclave. We know they're not playing too many basics, so Cleansing Wildfire seems reasonable to make their mana a bit awkward with some some of their blue mana gets taken away from them. I think Chandra Heart of Fire might actually be worth cutting here. I could see myself cutting a couple Helixes. I could see myself cutting maybe a pair of Mana Tithes. Maybe just one Mana Tithe. Keep them honest. Keep them honest. Let's look at this. Maybe I just take out all the Helixes. Helix kind of keeps them honest that they don't like just go all out with their life total. But with Seasoned Pyromancers, Rest in Peace, Wrath, and Boil, we could definitely set them back. Let's take out a Stone Rain and bring in one Helix, just to keep them super honest. Our opponent thinks we're playing bad Ponza. Joke's on you. This isn't Ponza, it's Red-White Lockout. Opening hand has no lands, so that's a mulligan. A couple 4-drops. All right, we'll keep this. I will get rid of just a mountain here. My opponent's not going to Blood Moon us, and I like the idea of cantripping Sunbaked Canyon at some point. Oust bounces creatures back to their hand or into their library, so that's good for us. I'm expecting just Thoughtseize here. We don't have the most dangerous hand. Inquisition, probably take Cleansing Wildfire here. Might leave us with Oust. It'd be really funny to be running a Blood Moon. We don't, not in the Red-White Lockout versions. The Blood Moon would be pretty good here. Opponent takes Oust. All right. Let's do a Sacred Foundry tapped past turn. Let's just not take damage once again. Let's not take damage. We'll see what they're doing. If they're leaving blue up, I probably don't Cleansing Wildfire. I could Cleansing Wildfire myself as well, just to ramp a little bit if I wanted to. It's an interesting ramp and draw in red with the correct type of lands. Opponent doesn't do anything here. I think we can just like casually do nothing as well. I mean, why play into the Stubborn Denial? It just seems hilarious. Joke's on you, opponent. You missed out on your turn. Could be Grizzly Salvage again. That was an interesting play the last time they did it. Fetches and shocks, but does not follow it up with anything. Double blue has been found for our opponent as well. Could be 2 Stubborn Denials. Overgrown Tomb. Okay. Are we going to play anything? Looks like we might. Maybe. Maybe not. Using the Breeding Pool as their first source and then Tarmogoyf. Okay. That's fine by us. The Mana Tithe is sort of cool here. Well, Cleansing Wildfire, I can't imagine they're going to try to counter this. They'll get blue or black here, and we'll pick up whatever cards under here. Stone Rain's not bad. Stone Rain, we can hit up that Overgrown Tomb and take them off black. I'm sure they'll have another fetch here. Blood Crypt. Dang it. Alright, opponent attacks for 2 here. Definitely going to go after that Blood Crypt. I don't like them having red mana. Red mana means scary things. Temur Battle Rage just got nightmares about that card. All kinds of nightmares. Ooh. Okay. Gurmag Angler, Mana Tithe doesn't quite steal that one away. Does make Goyf a little bit smaller here. Okay, so we have Oust and Cleansing Wildfire. Because they have that red there, this puts a land into the Graveyard. Just get rid of the red though. We could hit bridge, and then I could attempt to mana tithe. Those are red mana. It's a 2/3 and a 5/5. It's 7 damage. In for 7, it appears. Might be holding up double Stubborn Denial. Gonna probably need a bridge here. There's a Death Shadow. I can't do anything about that. Wrath of God? Wrath of God doesn't do a whole lot because of Mana Tithe. Not totally getting rid of their cards. Let's do Sunbaked Canyon 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I go to 1 here. It's not very good. We played the Sunbaked Canyon so I can draw with it. Any damage to their creatures or anything like that, though, it's no good for us. Playing around Settle, it looks like. So they don't have that many Stubborn Denials if they're playing around Settle here. It's a super easy swing everything if they had one. So this is indicating that they probably don't have that counter spell. Coming in for 7, afraid to throw the Death Shadow at it too. Cool. All right, we have actually a little bit more life total than we thought we would here. Go to 4. All right, let's go ahead and cantrip here the Sunbaked Canyon. Stone Rain. Wrath? No Wrath. We'll just pass the turn here and see if they'll hesitate for us again. I imagine we're just dead though, because they just attack with Gurmag Angler. A little bit flooded. A little more flooded than we wanted with what we had. All right. Opponent attacks with the creatures they need to. A little more land destruction. All right. Mana Tithe comes back in. They were playing nicely around it, but we're going to bring it back in over, say, the Helix. Like my Oust, like my Wraths, like my Boils. I like everything we're doing. We just need a better hand. We just need a better hand. Let's go. Playing first, 1 lander's not a better hand. This hand's a bit better, though. We can keep this. Keep. We can use Cleansing Wildfire to get to Chandra. Or do I want the Stone Rain? Mana Tithe something, Stone Rain, Cleansing Wildfire them. So I want all the mana. Alright, we'll get rid of Chandra. Play our Arid Mesa and pass turn, hiding the Mana Tithe. If they Inquisition or anything here, we'll definitely fire this off. Verdant Catacombs. And nothing. Nothing. Sacred Foundry tapped. Bonus Cleansing Wildfire. At this point, I'll probably keep myself with a Mana Tithe here. Tarmogoyf could be taken care of. See if my opponent can fetch for me. We also have just the Stone Rain, then double Cleansing Wildfire on my opponent. Watery Grave shocks in here. No surprises with that. We expect them to do things like this. Thought Scours themselves. Tarmogoyf then Street Wraith to the bin. Bobble. I can also Cleansing Wildfire them now. If I want to. Shocks in an Overgrown too. Probably going after the Watery Grave, I could maybe get them off blue. double hit on the island that they play, plus the Watery Grave. Opponent Thought Seizes us. We'll let that go. They'll now know about the Mana Tithe. They either take the Mana Tithe and play something else. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be 6. 7 with the Watery Grave, which would mean that a Gurmag Angler could show up here. Gurmag Angler could show up here. What do you take? Takes one of our Cleansing Wildfires. Interesting. Leaving me with a Mana Tithe. So my opponent believes they'll go ahead and play around Mana Tithe for most of the rest of this game. Unless they want to follow us up with another Thoughtseize. What do we think? I'm assuming I want to Cleansing Wildfire them. I'm assuming I don't want to do that to myself. Oh, we're paying for something. Thought Scouring me. Okay. Rest in Peace and a Chandra hits the bin. Well, we know one Chandra... No, she's not at the bottom anymore. Never mind. She's not at the bottom because we... Oh, she's not. So we can leave Mana Tithe open, or I can actually just Stone Rain him. What if I just Stone Rain him? Sort of like just hitting him with the Stone Rain. I know Mana Tithe isn't left open, but Cleansing Wildfire is not setting them back on a land. We'll take them off blue here, so Stubborn Denial is not a problem in our future, at least not immediately. Shields down, Polluted Delta played. My opponent did find their land. Polluted Delta shocked here as well. This is definitely the turn to get some things down for them. Watery Grave shocks in here. Now what? We're looking for Bridge. Bridge, and we have Abrupt Decays that are a thing. Gurmag Angler holding up Watery Grave. Looks like it. There's the fish. There is the fish, the zombie fish. Look at the zombie fish. And Thought Seizes away Mana Tithe or Cleansing Wildfire. Takes my other Cleansing Wildfire. They are down to 8. Maybe we should have kept in a few more helixes. There's a Cleansing Wildfire. Let's play our land. Let's go ahead and Cleansing the Watery Grave. They seem to have taken each one of these, so let's fight back. We get to draw here as well. All right. Well, Karn's a good pickup here. Opponent not having blue mana, we might be able to Karn down tick and get that bridge, which is all important right now against Gurmag Angler. Misty Rainforest, my opponent's kept 1,000,000 lands apparently. In for 5, we'll just let this go. Nothing I can do about that. We'll have to try to play Karn down. Not really anything else we can do. There's a Death Shadow. What if I try to Mana Tithe this? I guess it doesn't really matter because they have the Misty Rainforest here too. This is 10 damage. I have to rip a bridge now. We have 3 in the library. This is Fetch, Shock, Blood Crypt. Teamer, Battle Rage. My worst nightmares coming true. The Boom Bust. Oh. Karn. Down tick. Doesn't really matter because of the Death Shadow. We'll just see if they had the Stubborn Denial, because I have a feeling my opponent's just going to let this not happen. Opponent's got us, though, as long as they shock in here. They do have the counter, though. All right, good games, opponent. A 4-color Death Shadow list taking us down. We couldn't quite get rid of all of their lands, unfortunately. We're 1-1 with Red-White Lockout. We'll see you in the next one. 2-1, then 1-2. Blowing up some lands. Not getting enough blown up there in match 2. That's okay, though. Sometimes people are allowed to have their lands, and they get to play Magic. We did kind of wreck that first person. Might have deserved some of that karma. Now we're all square, though. Let's win our next one. Match 3 coming up here against our opponent. Celebrating New Year's with some booming, some busting, some explosions here in Modern. And we found our opponent. Let's play some Red-White Lockout here. Modern. We get to go first as well. Ooh, all right. We're going to keep this a little bit interesting because I won't use the Cleansing Wildfire on my opponent. I'll use it on myself. We'll be hitting our Cascading Cataract so that I can get a little bit more mana. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get white for the Helix. It'll depend on what my opponent has. We do have quite a few double red spells that we do want to be able to play. Looking pretty good, though, and my opponent does mulligan to 6. Now, we hope they don't take our Cleansing Wildfire. That'll make this hand a bit awkward. All right, they've kept. We'll play our Mountain, make us look like that good old red prison here. Opponent won't have any idea. Gonna go fetch a basic, probably. Dark Slick Shores, uh-oh. And Witching Well. All right, well, I kind of do want to ramp here for myself. I will be getting white mana because this could be an Emry, an Urza list. We'll see, we'll see. They definitely have plenty of islands, so real no reason to go after Dark Slick Shores here. Bobble's played as well. Pillage is a good pickup. There's a double red card. Now I kind of want the double red. Bobble is used. So let's do, whoops, not Stone Rain. Cleansing Wildfire on ourselves to help ramp. Of course I want to use this. Let's go ahead and get that double red just because I picked up the Pillage. And we're rewarded by top decking of Flagstones. Excellent. All right. Getting things done. Mishra's Bobble here. Triggers and draws a card, plus draw for the turn. Blue mana for new Witching Well. If they don't play another land here, it'll be Karn the Great Creator and downtick for Liquid Metal Coating. I'm expecting another land, though. Polluted Delta. Now we may be Stone Raining. Okay. I think I want to. I don't think I'm ready to do Karn here. Let's Stone Rain. Let's see if my opponent has a counter. The answer is absolutely not. And away we go. That was the fastest Stone Rain ever. Boom. Goodbye, land. Glimmer Void played now. Fetching with Polluted Delta as well. Opponent's got lots of mana here. Uses 2 of it. Play a Thopter Foundry. This is definitely Karn time. Karn. Hope they don't have Force to protect this. They went so quick last time, I can't imagine they do. Maybe they do. That long pause. We'll go get Liquid Metal Coating here. Should be safe from a lot of different problem things here that would kill Karn. Liquid Metal Coating, there's an Emry. We can Helix the Emry away. We can Liquid Metal Coating a land away as well. We could pillage a land. Mox Amber does nothing. land is good to see for us. Let's go ahead and... You know what? We can get a Sacred Foundry here. We can Liquid Metal to kill land, and then we can also pillage a land if I wanted to, because this isn't that scary right now. So let's go ahead and pillage the other land. Just leave them with nothing. And maybe I'll get a Trinisphere and we'll play Trinisphere plus Helix. Helix first. Polluted Delta for my opponent. Emery getting in probably frisky with Karn here. And does so. New Stone Rain effect. Let's go ahead and start with Helix on the Emery. Down tick here. Gonna go get a Trinisphere. 1, 2, 3 Trinisphere. And lock the game out. Looking good here against Urza Emery. So, what do we do here? Wrath of Gods look pretty decent. Maybe over 1 Helix and maybe 1 Oust. Maybe not the Oust, maybe Helix plus like Mana Tithe. Boil looks pretty okay here against maybe like a Boom Bust and 1 Stone Rain, or maybe a Cleansing Wildfire as well. This brings our curve quite up a bit, which is okay. We can hit 4 pretty easily. Rest in Peace is probably decent as well, because we know they're the Thopter combo. Because they're Thopter combo, it's making me think I don't need these bridges, and I can fetch these with Karn if I get that chance. I don't think we need the Anger. I like this. I like this. We know they play a lot of islands, so the Boil's nice. Wrath of God gets rid of some of the bigger threats. This opening hand looks kind of a little weak, but we can keep it because of the Helix. Helix into the Stone Rain seems like a good lineup here against, say, an Emery starting hand. That's not too bad. So our Boils are Rest in Pieces here for the Thopter combos. We obviously have a Karn to help prevent some of that as well. Let's see how we do. 7 for both. Let's play Magic. Island. Nothing. Play a Flagstones, pass turn. This will make it look like I have Mana Tithe open. See if my opponent plays around that a little bit. Academy Ruins here, the island. Any follow-up? Take a Boom Bust. Boom Bust, I'd kill the Academy Ruins. Maybe the island. Probably still the Academy Ruins. I have other ways to kill the island. My opponent does nothing here, so we'll do nothing too. Back and forth we go. Don't tell me my Stone Rain is going to be the first action of this entire game. It's a bobble. Repeals their own bobble to draw a card. That's interesting. Repeal the bobble, draw card, replay bobble, draw another card. Some sweet tech. Not really sure if they've kept the repeal in or if that was part of their main deck. Probably a little bit of part of the main deck. My opponent does nothing else, including not playing it. Interesting. Let's go after this island here, I think. We'll use Flagstones here just to help kind of fix some of the mana problems we have here. We'll Stone Rain the island and see if they have any counter for this. If they do, it's got to be something probably like Force. We get rid of the island. Polluted Delta for my opponent on their turn. Shields are down. We'll see if they decide to play around a Mana Tithe anymore or start getting things done. 2 mana. Ooh. I love it. Love it. Are we gonna get this flipped? Oh no. They're gonna flip it. Alright, so this counters my first spell every turn. Okay. Well, this will be interesting. This will be interesting. They don't have much mana, though. Bobble. Alright. Let's do it this way. Let's do Helix, which gets countered. And then I'm going to use a Cleansing Wildfire on their Watery Grave, I think. And that way they don't have blue and black. They have to pick one of the colors. This card's going to be a little bit frustrating for us to play through. Especially if I continuously draw lands. We need a few spells in a row. It makes a lot more sense though now. My opponent was keeping a bunch of the baubles in hand, trying to get this down and be able to flip it. My opponent's found another island. We have island and swamp. Thought seizes away my Wrath of God. Now they know I have nothing to play for a few turns. Definitely not going to give up here because it could be very well a spell plus something else, and we'll get through this. I'm going to play the Sunbaked Canyon, planning to cantrip this. We need to draw a few spells here. If we can draw a couple of them, we can run them through this. Darkslick Shores tapped in for my opponent. Let's go ahead and cantrip Sunbaked Canyon here. We got a Boom Bust. Got a land. Cool. We'll keep going here. My opponent's not doing the quickest clock, so carry on, shall we? Probably pop the Arid Mesa, go get another Sacred Foundry. Wouldn't be surprised if my opponent has some sort of counter. So we may just have to like hang tight for a while. We can trip this Sunbaked Canyon as well. Back and forth we go. Another Thoughtseize or an Inquisition? No, we have something a little bit bigger. Luris is going to be a rough one to beat. Luris will be rough. They're going to get to replay baubles and keep drawing cards. We might get buried under a lot of card advantage now. Thought seizes us as well. Well, we drew Cascading Cataracts. There goes a Cleansing Wildfire. Uses Bauble. This game might be slipping away from us very quickly here. I don't have any like disenchants. My opponent knows about the Mana Tithe. That being said, counters. Bauble. I'll just pass the turn because this gets countered, and I have no other real instant speed spells here. Attacking for 3. I'm just gonna play out all the Cascading Cataracts here. Maybe we can get a cool like Mana Tithe Boom Bust thing going on. Oh, Tezzeret's probably it. Make this a 5/5, make this a 5/5. Hit for 13. Finds a Thopter Foundry. I think we can probably scoop this one up. I'm thinking this is scoop this one up. Another reason to have the Rest in Peace, the Luris is good here. Tezzeret, Agent of Bolas makes me want to bring in the Spyglass as well now. All right, we draw another land. Let's go to game 3. Mana Tithe back in here. We're going to bring the Spyglass. I'm going to get rid of 2 ousts. Do we want anything else? Cleansing Wildfire is probably okay. I like the Boom Busts back in. I actually don't really like my Seasoned Pyromancers here. Yeah, let's do something like this. Can Boil be something else? Let's do a 1-up Boil out and bring an Anger in. Anger can sweep up Thopters, it can sweep up Luris and Emery. Just an all-around decent card for us. 1 land here, we're gonna mulligan this. No good there. Now we have all the lands in 1 spell. Let's mulligan this as well. We can do better. Here we go. All right. This looks good. We can keep. I can definitely get rid of the Boil. I'll probably just get rid of the Helix and try to get the Karn down. And we might even shock in the Sacred Foundry here to make them think I have a Mana Tithe. I could probably just do it off the flagstones, just do like these. I think shocking in sends a better message though. My opponent mulliganed to 5 cards along with me. So we both had some troubles with some of the mana. See if they go any further. Going further here would be brutal. All right, I'm gonna send the message that I have a Mana Tithe. My opponent's been cautious about it before, and so I'd like to make them fearful of this. They might just run out of Thoughtseize though. All right, would you like my land destruction spell or would you like my Karn? Takes Karn. Pretty fast too. All right, flagstones here, pretty easy boom bust. Set them back a land. We do not go back a land. Take a Sacred Foundry here. All you, opponent. What's your other land you got? Island. Witching Well. Scry 2. This is a good way to get out of what they're in. They don't know about Cascading Cataracts, so we'll play Mountain next, unless they hit another boom bust. They'll probably need to scry some lands to the top. That would be my guess. 1 bottom, 1 top. We'll put Sacred Foundry in. I don't want to take any damage if I don't have to. Another land. Another island. Boil's looking good. Emery. Emery finds Repeal, Chromatic Star. Sunbaked Canyon. Let's cantrip this, trying to find a Helix. And a Stone Rain. Alright. Well, we can destroy a land. Chromatic Star's coming back from the graveyard. This is good for them. They can scry and draw with the star. Rest in Peace would be nice to find here to shut off Emery and make it a lot less useful for my opponent. I'm gonna get rid of the Spire because this gives them black mana. Their star can obviously fix some of their mana problems as well. But getting rid of the Spire here with a Stone Rain gives me the Boil option later. I'll play Boil first if I end up drawing it. Nope. Opponent's making black here. Maybe they have an Inquisition Thoughtseize. They do. They take my Stone Rain. Alright. Well, we'll play Cascading and pass turn. Mana Tithe a little late to the party. Are we going to just rinse repeat here with the star? I think I have to let the star come into play here and just let them maybe play a 2 mana spell. Made black here. And no follow-up. Alright, Rest in Peace, where you at? The boom bust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's wait for 1 more. Then I can bust. Like the option of potentially busting. Stop some of what's going on here with the star. At least for a few turns. This 2 mana draw out is really benefiting them. Makes black mana once more. Mishra's Bauble means that even if I busted, it wouldn't matter now. I need a Rest in Peace, that's what I need. One of my 2 Rest in Pieces would be nice. Bauble draw. The flagstones. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and bust anyway. I get Mana Tithe and Rest in Peace mana here, and my opponent has nothing. The Bobble will allow them to keep drawing, though. It'll be slow draws, though, I suppose. Maybe Rest in Peace is the next card. They can keep track of everything I draw. The boil. They know about that. Emery here, using this Bobble. I almost want to just like Mana Tithe this one of these times. But I think we have to save the Mana Tithe for an actual spell at some point. Opponent's missing on land drops so far. Has to go to discard. And the discard's kind of crazy because they can get other things in the graveyard. We'll start yielding to this Bobble trigger. Here's Chandra. She'd be nice to be able to play. Opponent's found an island. Could boil that. Uses Bobble. Long game here. we drew it out by busting. Anything else? Answer's no. End step, cleanup, discard. Discards an Emery, draws a card. We find a Rest in Peace. We will slam this and hope that they don't have anything else. Yeah, there we go. All right. Draw engine stopped. We're good. Dang it, Academy runes. Opponent's got some mana. Opponent's got some mana. Cleanup step here. Kind of keep track of what they discard. We end up finding another plains here. We'll just pass. Okay. Might boil first. Uh-oh. Swamp. Mox Amber. This is 4 mana. Oh, they're just playing the 4 mana into the Mana Tithe. Do they remember this is here? Get out of here. Get out of here, Urza. Top deck a land. Come on. I don't think they remembered. I could even top deck land, Chandra downtick and kill and shut off the Mox Amber here. It's a Stone Rain instead. Well, we'll take the advantage that we have. I guess I can take them off black. They'll have double blue for Urza, but taking them off black is something I actually can do there, so. Oh, Dark Slick Shores, that changes everything. 4 mana gets another Urza here. All right. We've got Construct and Urza to beat now. Attack for 1. Another Rest in Peace. We'll definitely play the extra Rest in Peace here. Just have an extra one. Now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. They have all kinds of mana now. I think we would have died a lot faster with the boom bust not happening. Opponent floats black here, making some blue mana. Tezzeret. Tezzeret, make Mox Amber a 5/5, hit for 9, or this, 9, 10, 11. It's a 2-turn clock. I need a land, then a Wrath. Going to 4 is not good for us. Black mana, Thought Seizes away, Chandra. Helix. Does this get me out of this in any fashion? Spire of Industry. Ups with Tezzeret. This is 9, 10, 11, 10, 7. I take 7 here. I think we just got unfortunate that when we busted, we didn't find the lands before my opponent. and they had the Emery engine online. My opponent takes us down here. There you have it. 1-2. Let's see if we can even this one up in match number 4. Queued up and looking for match number 4. Playing some red-white lockout to go out with a bang here in 2020. Let's find our next opponent. We're playing the Planeswalker version as well. No suppression fields, no Maguses of the Moats and Tabernacle kind of effects. No Goblin Dark Dwellers. Match 4 coming up. Found our opponent. Let's go. Let's lock out someone. Maybe they don't want to be locked out. 5 seconds, opponent. Nope. Not interested. Let's go again. Opponent found. Let's see if this one grabs the game. They do. Let's play some Magic. Here we go, opponent. All right, Mana Tithe, no red mana. We do have some Cascading Cataracts and an Oust. You have quite a bit of red mana in the list. I think we can go ahead and keep this. Pillage is a little ways away. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Keep. 7 versus 7, here we go. Ooh. Power Plant. Now I'm wishing I had a little bit more red mana. That's okay. Mana Tithe will do the job. There's the tower. It's a Cleansing Wildfire. I will show them Cascading Cataracts. We need a red source now. Immediately. Maybe I'll get lucky with the Mana Tithe here. The mine has been found. Tron online. Get Mana Tithe, Karn. Go away. Go back to the graveyard. All right, red source right here. We found it. And we will fire off a Cleansing Wildfire on the mine. That was the card they searched for. All right, good luck, green opponent. Got some pillages here. An extra red source will do us very well. Sylvan Scrying picks up the mine. We have 5 mana. O Stone, not worried about that. We do find our other red source. We will pillage. We're gonna pillage the mine. Let's see how many mines you can find, opponent. Good luck. Ancient Stirrings, looking for mine. Walking Ballista. That's a good one. Tron players just always assemble the mine. They always do. It's always there. Ooh, Helix isn't bad. All right, so how much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then 2. Nah, we need to like Helix this. Actually, I think I can only oust it. So let's oust it. They might ping me twice and let the oust resolve so they can pick it back up. And we're going to pillage the mine number 3. And I can guarantee you my opponent will find mine number 4. Then we'll hit this button. We're trying our best here. We are the land destruction deck. Ah, they let all... They take all 3 here. All right. Destroy the mine. Go. Let's see you find that next mine. Forest has been played. We dodged. All right, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Chandra. I know it plays into O Stone. Kind of okay with that. Play our land. Uptick. Season Pyromancer and draw into some more land destruction, right? That's how we do it. More land destruction. All right. Will they be able to O-Stone us? We will find out. They put a fake counter on themselves. That doesn't work. 5th land? Ah, shoot. They found the 5th land. We're blowing the world up. Goodbye, Chandra. Goodbye. All right. All good, though. All good. 1, 2, 3. Pillage. We'll get rid of power plant now. We won't touch the tower. Tower is really, it's sacred. It finds the other ones. And so if we destroy it, it'll find the other ones. Can't mana tide this, unfortunately. We got a power plant. Star. Oh, you find that Sylvan Scrying. I'm going to mana tithe it so fast, opponent. That's right. You back off. You back off. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll play Seasoned Pyromancer here. Just getting the tokens. Flagstones down past turn. Now, we don't have a very quick clock. My opponent can unlock Tron at any point here. Going to need some help. We're hoping for Cleansing Wildfires and all kinds of other goodies. 6 mana to my opponent. We find ourselves an Oust. We will attack and pass turn. I would love to find a Boom Bust. I would bust. My opponent Spatial Contortions one of these elementals. Oh boy. Ancient Stirrings. They're going to find the mine. Here it is. Right here. Oh gosh, it's Ugin. Huh. They have the mine. Are you kidding me? They have all the mines, and I can't mana tithe this. And Sanctum's gonna go get something else that's nasty. Worm Coil. Kills my elemental here. We find a new flagstones. Thinning the library ever so slightly here. Now I can find Karn, and with Karn I could stop Ugin. Ugin's about to be at 10 though. 6 mana for the Worm Coil engine, super easy for them to have. I'm telling you, they always assemble with the mine. We can do as much as we can, but they always find it. Always. Worm Coil engine in play, 3 upstairs, 1 forest played. Gonna oust the Worm Coil engine. And just bust. This bust isn't any good here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's boom the mine here just to send a message. Send the message. Maybe they'll go up here and just play Worm Coil. And when they play Worm Coil, we'll mana tithe it, and then we'll top deck Karn. Dang it. It's not what they did. They drew a bunch of cards. We need Karn Bridge. Spyglass. Everything. Oh my gosh. I need bridge. And not, I need Karn Bridge. Karn Bridge. Ooh, turn off auto yields. 6 mana. Can't even mana tithe that. Even if I got Karn here, wouldn't matter. This is indestructible. They shoot the Karn, they activate O-Stone, and they smash me. And they smash me. Oh my gosh, how did that happen? How did we die? I'll tell you how. They found mine. All right, send it back. We're constructed to beat a list like this. We know what's up. We even found our red man at the beginning. We're gonna get him. We mana-tied the Karn. It was all looking great. And our opponent's just like, mine, 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 mine. Let's beat Tron. We're gonna beat Tron. We got this. Gotta even it up. We're going for that 2-2 right now. We are the Tron Destruction list. Here we go. Let's play first. I'm gonna keep it. We have a Cleansing Wildfire. We have a Boom Bust. We've got Karns and Chandras. This is what we want. Got all the red mana we ever need. Should we go after mines? Maybe time for Power Plant. Mountain Go. It's calling to us. It wants us to kill it. We must. We're gonna put the white mana down here. Gonna get rid of this Urza's Mine. We know they're gonna go get another one. There's a Stone Rain. We're set up. We got this. I'm gonna blow up everything. Tower. Heh. Tower's hilarious. What a hilarious card Tower is. Get out of here, Tower. Alright, which one do you want, opponent? You can get either one. Have at it. They're just trying to insult me. They literally are trying to insult me. Mine? That's what you go get? Unbelievable. Chromatic Sphere for my opponent. Followed by cracking Chromatic Sphere and doing an Ancient Stirrings. I bet they find mine. I bet they do. Right here. Oh, Blast Zone. Oh, Blast Zone. All right. Sacred Foundry. Let's go ahead and get Karn the Great Creator down. This will go get a Liquid Metal Coating. And from here, we should be pretty good against my opponent. Liquid Metal plus a Boom Bust. And if I hit a land, I can hold up Mana Tithe. We could also Chandra Liquid Metal Coating. My opponent's at 3 mana here with a Blast Zone. Not the scariest stuff. Chromatic Star. Cool. Let's do a Liquid Metal Coating here. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Mine. Got a small grudge against mines. Star can't be used either right now, which is good for us. Wilts away my Liquid Metal Coating. You don't deserve to, opponent. You don't deserve to. Mana Tithe. Clutch. Alright. Any changes? No. Absolutely not. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Alright, we have an Oust. Oust. Pillage. Season Pyromancer. Opponent's mulligan to 6. Turn 1, turn 2, and then my opponent has Tron on turn 3. 2 Ousts are pretty dead. Let's mulligan this looking for like Cleansing Wildfire. This is much better. We will keep this. We will get rid of Chandra. This is 10 times better. Actually, I'll get rid of Bridge. Let's get rid of Bridge. Chandra can win the game. Bridge is silly. My opponent's looking at their 6 and going, how many times can I find mine? Keep. Get rid of Bridge. All you, opponent. Let's see that star. Star over map. Yeah. That Sylvan Scrying is gonna get blasted. Go ahead, opponent. Fear the Mana Tithe. You make that green mana. Yes, yes, yes. Land and Sylvan Scrying. Do it, do it, do it. Yes, yes, yes. Get him. Goodbye, Sylvan Scrying. Goodbye. Cascading Flagstones. Cleansing Wildfire will do it. Let's go ahead. Actually, do we want to open this up to green mana? No fear. No fear. You can have forest. Won't matter. We find Karn here. We have Boom Bust. We have Pillage. Need another land. Ancient Stirrings. No fear. No mine. They won't taunt us like that. No fear, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let people think that you are not going to do what you need to do. 2-2. We'll see you in the final match. 2-1. 1-2. 1-2. 2-1. We're 2-2 running Red White Lockout to boom bust our way through to 2021. Let's find our final opponent. Let's enter the year with a winning record. Let's get that 3-2 and let's lock them out. Just about everything has done something. Even got a little Chandra Heart of Fire down. It's a fun list. Match opponent found. Let's go. Final one. We get to play first as well. The opening hand looks great. We'll keep. We'll keep. This is great. This is how we wanted it. Let's get this Mana Tithe ready. Gonna play the Sacred Foundry, Mana Tithe. We got the Cleansing Wildfire that we can ramp up with a Cascading Cataract or Flagstones. Got our Seasoned Pyromancer to find more things that destroy my opponent. It's a good looking hand. Uh-oh. They're a huge fan. Soon you won't be. They probably know we're on Red White Lockout now. Ink Moth. No. Nope. Nope. Not interested. Hardened Scales, huh? No. We're gonna Cleansing Wildfire your Ink Moth. I'm not a fan anymore. We lost a fan today. It's alright. The next year will bring new fans. New fans. I wonder if I just Cleansing Wildfire myself here instead of this Ink Moth, because Karn could be like... Karn could kill this. I think I'm going to. I've changed my mind now. We're going to Flagstone's Cleansing Wildfire myself here. Get more red. Got a Boom Bust. This is looking great. If I'm afraid, I'll Boom Bust. If I'm not afraid, we'll Karn. Looking pretty solid here. Like that ramp. Got a Llanowar Reborn. We got a little bit of Arcbound Worker here. Could just Mana Tithe them again. Could just Mana Tithe them again. Let's hold up Mana Tithe here, because boom busting the Ink Moth Nexus seems super powerful. I'm giving them green here, but with the extra Mana Tithe, I can kind of wait here to play Karn and then have a Mana Tithe open. Karn should shut down them pretty well. And if they play anything too frightening here, we should be able to Mana Tithe it. Let's see what my opponent does. I do like this Graft land. They're fun. They're fun to destroy. New Graft land. Hardened Scales. Please. Please stop. Not allowed. Hit me for one. Show me one more Mana Tithe. Cleansing Wildfire is cute. Alright. Karn, the greatest of creators here. I think I can safely go and get a Liquid Metal Coating. So we will do that. We'll just plan to Cleansing Wildfire, Liquid Metal Coating, or Seasoned Pyromancer, Liquid Metal Coating. And kill all my opponent's lands. It's the theory, at least. 2 mana Walking Ballista. No, Hangerback. Alright, Hangerback with Graft Power. Oh boy. That's a big hanger back. Looks like I'm going to be doing the cleansing season pyromancer stuff here. Attacks Karn for 1. Alright, so we are going to Liquid Metal. Play our land. We're going to blow up one of theirs. We'll play Season Pyromancer out as well, and we'll get a token with it as well. Gonna make some chump blocking. Stone Rain and Cleansing Wildfire look pretty good here as well. With Liquid Metal Coating shutting down their lands, we should be pretty good to lock this opponent out. Opponent finds a basic forest, 3 mana. Here's a Scrapyard guy. This is 3 mana, not 2. We made that mistake before. Alright, chump block and kill here. This will grow something. I'm not worried about that growing anything. Okay, so here I can now play land. We're gonna down tick here to go get Ensnaring Bridge. Play Bridge. Fetch. You can just get a plains, that's fine. We'll destroy a land here. And at upkeep, we're going to stop another land. Opponent can't attack us unless they can kill Bridge here. Shutting off one more land. I'm hoping that will make sure that they can't. They have 1 card in hand. I'm feeling like this is developing a nice lock here. We'll see though. We'll see. Opponent goes to float, but it doesn't really matter too much here. Blinkmoth Nexus shows up. This could attack us. Unless I kill the land. Ozolith as well. Oust. What does this do? When it dies. Okay. Let's go ahead and kill Blinkmoth. Blinkmoth dead. We'll kill another land. We'll go after the basic forest. That's fine. We'll go after their basic forest. Draw again, draw again, draw again. Cascading in, and we can go ahead and oust a Hangerback Walker as well. There you go. They don't get the tokens. We're pretty good. Ozolith gets some stuff here, which is completely fine. I don't really care about this being bigger. Totally good here. Basically, at this point, we just need to find Chandra so we can finish this game up. Looks like they're going to play a Walking Ballista here, but we've pretty much got this all locked up. Let's just go hyper mode here. Let's make it happen. Ozolith puts tokens here on Walking Ballista. No fear there. All right, we get the concession. Drawing a Mana Tithe, Flagstones, Karn. Basically, we're going to go up 1 or 2 more times and then play a Trinisphere. We have a good shot here. Let's see what we can do in the sideboard. And in game number 2. What do we want? Angers, maybe Rest in Peace because things have to die. And Wrath of Gods. This feels all decent. We like our removal suite here. I don't like Anjani. I like Season Pyromancer. Lightning Helix is okay. We have better things we're bringing in. I think I can just drop all the Helixes and bring Wrath and Angers in. And then we have the Rest in Peace in for Anjani plus like... I don't know, something else. Take out 1 Boom Bust is probably okay. They don't play that many lands. We have the Cleansing Wildfires to defeat and destroy Inkmoth and Blinkmoth. They know about Mana Tithe. We could actually probably take 2 Mana Tithes out being on the draw now and bring in 2 Lightning Helixes. Maybe I just like don't worry about Mana Tithe at all and just bring in all the Helixes. Let's do that. Let's be like super aggressive. Super removal get to the Karn, win the game. What does this hand do? This hand eventually Wrath of Gods. All right, give it a shot. We're on the draw here. We've got the Boom Bust, we got the Flagstones. We got the Anger Gods now. Looking good. Looking good. Oh, I can't destroy that land. I can't destroy that one. All right, there's an Ozolith. Go get our Sacred Foundry here. We'll definitely blow up the green land, though. The whole grafting would be kind of a pain as well. Let's go ahead and Boom Bust on the Flagstones over Cascading Cataracts. This will give us our second red when I go search for Sacred Foundry. This fixes us, and so we're good to go from here on out. A little awkward to see a Darksteel Citadel, though. Just a little bit. All right. Well, Inkmoth is a great target for Stone Rain. 2 mana. Hangerback Walker. This is a 2/2 right now. 2/2 is a lot easier to kill than something larger later. I think I'm just going to Anger here because if they pump this once, it gets 2 counters and gets outside of Anger, and then I'll have to Wrath of God. And since I'm not at Wrath of God territory yet, Anger seems fine. Anger paying off over Helix, even though we do have the Helixes. Looks like these still go over there, even though it was exiled. Whenever a creature you control leaves. LTB. Nice. Ooh. Ooh. 2 Inkmoths. Not good. Ooh, stop. Arcbound Ravager. Worker. Ozolith. Uh-oh. 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 Let's bust away one of the Inkmoths here. And maybe by looking like I have Bolt or something, my opponent won't go for the Inkmoth, which will give me another turn to Stone Rain. And then I can look to Wrath of God. The Ozolith over here is proving to be a problematic card for us. Maybe I can find a Pillage. Boots up Inkmoth. Uh-oh. Some Ozolith things, Arcbound Worker here. They have this all covered because the Arcbound Worker can put on here. Then they have the Ozolith. And unless I had a path. Puts tokens on the Arcbound Worker. Ravager. Ooh. Okay, we're not dead. Albeit, I don't know what I'm going to do here. I can kill this. Then I still die. That was well played. Didn't go for it. Avoided the path. Looked good. All right. So, I want this Boom Bust probably back over this Chandra. Kind of want this Anjani in here too. Let's take out one of the Helixes. Let's bring out a few Mana Ties now that I'm on the play again. Let's do 1 Stone Rain out, 1 Wrath, 1 Seasoned. Let's bring the Seasoned Pyromancer back in. Let's get rid of a Helix. We have the 2 Oust, 2 Helix, Pillages, Wrath. Yeah, I like this. I like this. All right, would I like to play first? Yes. Would I like more than 1 land? Yes. Let's mulligan this. Oh boy. Need red mana too. Let's mulligan. Here we go. Okay. Keep. Get rid of Oust. Get rid of a land here. Let's get rid of the Arid Mesa. Getting rid of the Arid Mesa only because I don't need to fetch. And I kind of want to leave the cards that I just put on the bottom on the actual bottom here. There's our graft land. Let's go ahead and put down a Rest in Peace as our first card. Cleansing Wildfire and Pillage looking good. I'd like to save Pillage for taking out, hopefully, something like a Arcbound, one of the artifacts. We have claimed away our Rest in Peace. We do not use the modular here. Now we just need to get to Karn. Drawing with Karn's probably just better here. I say this and I could just go after my own flagstones again to ramp myself. And then Karn might be enough. Let's ramp ourselves here. They can probably play about one thing next turn. Oh, we hit the bridge too. I don't even have to down tick with Karn. That's really good. And we can play a land sideways here. All right, we're looking really good here. Got the Karn, got the Pillage to take care of something really pesky, and we got a bridge. Never having to put anything in my hand. Ooh, don't be an Arcbound Ravager. Arcbound Ravager grafting over. They hit us for 1. One, 2, 3, 1, 2. 4, 1. I don't have anything at 1. If I play Karn down, I think I'm okay. So I can play Karn down and just uptick, and then all of the artifacts are shut off. And we will just go up here because I don't have to go down. And I should be pretty good. I think. Unless they have some way to kill Karn here. And I don't know if they just F6 through. If they would have sacked this, it would be 3 and then 4. Then this would be 5. So I'd still have Karn unless they have a way to boost one of these. So we'll see what happens. Will Karn get us there? Is Karn going to carry us to 2021 here in our New Year's Eve and New Year's Day celebration stream? The video? The recording? The YouTube exclusive? Graft land, boots up Ink Moth. This is 4 damage. 2 Karn, 1 Karn, 1 Karn. Because they know I have to down tick. We end up hitting a land here, which should be enough. Flagstones. 1, 2, 3. Pillage Ink Moth. What if I pillage the Arcbound Ravager here? It has modular, so it's gonna pass its stuff around. Going up with Karn. I hope they don't have another Nature's Claim. Let's pillage the Llanowar Reborn here. On the off chance that they do float green or something like that. And at least it'll be next turn. Bridge down. Fingers crossed, no second claim here. If I do get the chance to do Karn again, I might just go get an extra bridge here. Second bridge is probably safer considering claim is a thing. Darksteel Citadel played, can't be used. Green mana floating to Arcbound Ravager, grafting. I think this has to be another bridge here. Oh gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Oh, now if I get another bridge, we're in trouble. I could do liquid metal coating here. We'll do liquid metal coating this turn. We'll go ahead and play it. Go ahead and activate. Let's get rid of more of this green mana. Play new Karn here. And uptick, getting rid of the green mana. Alright. Looking good so far. Darksteel Citadel is not online. Another green source. Hardened Scales. Heartbound Ravager. Wrath of God would be good here. Cascading Cataracts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I just go get Golos this turn. Golos and then just try to like double down on Golos power. Because stopping a green source right now doesn't win. Actually, what am I doing? I need to just go get the other bridge. We'll go get the other bridge here. What am I doing? Stopping their upkeep here. Can stop a green source before they get to Nature's Claims. Lock them out. Let's go. Do it right. I won't draw with Sunbaked Canyon on the fear that I'll draw two problem cards. Another Arcbound Ravager. They've got Ravagers for days. We don't have to worry about double green. They're empty-handed. Let's go get Golos. Getting some Golos. 4, 5. Play the Golos. Just go get like another Cascading Cataract or something like that. And we'll use this to kill Inky. We got the Golos. We're gonna get to use Golos, ladies and gentlemen. Stop some green mana here. Get ready for the spin and win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do I need? Need everything. Activate. What do we hit? I know I don't cast the Helix, but we're pretty okay. We hit a Stone Rain and a new Karn. Let's go ahead and activate here. Go right there. We'll play new Karn as well. Why not? Why not? We're not going to go fetch anything. My opponent can't believe they're getting Golos in Modern. Let's get rid of this Darksteel Citadel as well. It's been there too long. Getting Golos in 2020. Almost won. It's so spicy. Our opponent's been a great one. KJ? Uh-oh. Get rid of a bridge. Uh-oh. We only have one bridge left. Too bad my opponent won't have anything left here. I think it's time to hard lock our opponent out. We'll go get this Trinisphere. It's been good, opponent. It's been good. All right, we'll look for Chandra to clean this one up. It's been a good one. It is a spicy one. Get rid of this forest. Gonna probably spin the wheel with Golos a few times here for fun. Opponent finds another forest here. Just letting them know I'm looking for a win condition, that's it. They wish us good luck with our next games. Take care. We go 3-2 overall. Great opponent and a great way and a great reminder of wrapping up 2020, what's important in Magic. We'll see you in the conclusion. Take it easy. 3-2, red-white, Lockout, with Golos, Karn, Chandra, Anjani, Boom Bust, Cleansing Wildfires, Stone Rain's Seasoned Pyromancers, and a boat. List is sweet. It's just one of the variations of red-white Lockout that we play. In this case, we're playing Bridge over Ghostly Prison because we have Planeswalkers and we need to defend those. We're also not doing anything crazy with the Greater Gargadons or any of the Maguses and trying to wrath our opponents in that way. We're really just trying to remove some threats, Stone Rain them, lock them behind a bridge, and win with our Planeswalkers. It's probably one of my more favorite lists. I do like the Zerda one. I'm not so keen on the Goblin Dark Dweller and Magus one. If there was a version I would recommend, it's either this one or Zerda. Red-White Lockout, Boom Bust here to take us into 2021 here. Everyone, be safe. It's been a blast in 2020. We're going to continue things in 2021. We'll probably have a thank you. Probably, stream some more videos will come out. Until then, consider subscribing. If you've got some friends, consider sharing. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, wherever you may be. Any way that you can spread the information about our channel helps us and supports and grows our channel. Recently hitting 3,000, we'll see what our goal is in 2021. Until next time, take care everyone. Remember, have fun when playing Magic. Everything can be quite stressful at times. Make Magic one of your outlets for 2021. Just like our last opponent. Spicy lists, have fun, let your opponent know that it's been a pleasure playing. With that being said, subscribe, follow, and we'll see you in our next matches. Thank you. Have a great New Year's and New Year's Eve.